Good day. I'm coming to you today in what will be the first of a series of technology tips videos for beginners. We know some of our library patrons are using these resources for the first time, so we want to make sure you have the information that you need to get started. Today I'm going to look at how to access the Ohio Digital Library. Now, if you are not familiar with the Ohio Digital Library, let's talk about what that is. It is a program of the State Library of Ohio that's supported in part by funds from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. The digital library is a collection of audiobooks, ebooks, magazines, and streaming video that anyone with a library card in Ohio can access for free. The URL for the Ohio Digital Library is right here. That would be ohdbks.overdrive.com. A portion of the collections funds at the Sabina Public Library in New Vienna branch do go toward purchases for the Ohio Digital Library so that new things can be added to the collection for everyone. Most people who access the Ohio Digital Library are doing so through a cell phone or iPad or some type of an e-reader. And if you are a person who is doing that, then you want to become familiar with the Libby app. This is the app that will allow you to access the Ohio Digital Library on your digital device. So there are really 3 steps you need to follow if this is the path that you want to go. First of all, you are going to want to download the Libby app. You'll need to do that in the App Store for your device. Then you're going to find your library in the pull-down menu. The libraries are organized by library systems, so you are going to want to find the Sabina Public Library in that menu. And then finally, you're going to enter your library card number. Now, this is the number that you would find on the back of your library card just below the barcode. If you are still using one of our old paper blue cards, you're going to want to look for the barcode sticker and use the number that comes just below the barcode. I do want to mention that if you have not asked us at the library to activate an account for you with the Ohio Digital Library, then the number is not going to work for you in that final step. But if that's something that you have not had a chance to do, we will be happy to do that for you. Just need to make sure that you contact us and let us know. Now, we realize that not everyone has maybe a handheld digital device, or perhaps you just don't have room to download another app. So I want to also take a look at how you can use the Ohio Digital Library using your computer. This is the website that you will want to start at. Notice right here the URL again is ohdbks.overdrive.com. Once you get to the Ohio Digital Library's website, if you look in the upper right corner, you're going to see a sign-in button. And this is where you will want to sign in for the first time, or if you've logged out, where you would sign in again. Before we get to the process for actually setting up or finalizing your account here, I just want to point a few things out to you here on the website. You'll notice that they do have a getting started guide that's very helpful for beginners. You may want to check that out. Here at the top of the Ohio Digital Library, they usually feature some type of a book that is currently available to borrow. This particular one is part of a program called the Big Library Read, which is running March 23rd through April 13th. So you'll notice there's an option for joining a book discussion, listening to an author interview, as well as being able to borrow the ebook. And as I scroll on down, you can see that different books are featured depending on different genres, or sometimes if there's a special holiday taking place, they've selected some books to highlight. Magazines are also available at the Ohio Digital Library. Let's go back up to the top now, and I'm just going to walk you through the very simple process of signing in for the first time. So I am going to click on the Sign In button. I might also point out to you that at this time, with so many libraries being closed, the Ohio Digital Library is also allowing people who do not have a library card to get one free using their mobile cell number. So that is an option that is being used at the moment. As we get ready to sign in, here is the drop-down menu that I was talking about. You can see the list of different libraries that participate in the digital library. Make sure that you do select Sabina Public Library. And then in the next field, this is where you're going to want to type the number there below the barcode on your library card. Once you do that, you're just going to click Sign In. You'll notice now as I look at the upper right-hand corner that there is a place called My Account that can be opened. This is where you would go to see what books you have on loan, what books you have on hold waiting for you, as well as any settings that you might want to change there in your account. What I'd like to look at next is the search option. So now that you have an account set up and you're signed in to use the Ohio Digital Library, you're probably going to want to start searching for materials that you are interested in. And I'm going to select an advanced search here to point a few things out to you. One of the things that I've heard people saying recently about the Ohio Digital Library is that with the high demand right now of people borrowing digital materials, it kind of seems like there's just nothing available. So I want to show you how you can, first of all, start a search with items that are available right now, things that you can borrow immediately that you do not have to put on hold. So under availability, we're going to change that to read available now. The other field that you may be wanting to use right away is the one labeled formats. Perhaps you're a person who is only interested in audiobooks, or maybe you're only interested in streaming video or magazines. By selecting that option under formats, you can kind of filter out things that you aren't interested in at this time. So for the purposes of this first search, I'm going to choose audiobooks. So I'm selecting audiobooks that are available now. And I'm going to hit the search button here at the bottom. So you will notice that there are 20,606 results coming back to me of audiobooks that are available to check out immediately. As you look at the different options that you have available here, you'll notice that at the very top of that image, it does say that the item is available. And right here is the type of format we have. These are all audiobooks that we're looking at the moment. So to borrow something, I just simply, when I get to an option that looks good to me, let's go with The Adventures of Tom Sawyer here. I'm just going to click the Borrow button. And it's going to ask me how many days I'd like to borrow this audiobook. There are 3 options available. I'm going to choose 21 days. Notice that is the longest amount of time. And I'm going to hit the Borrow button. So you'll notice that it says that this book is checked out to me until April the 14th. And it also says that I can borrow 8 more titles. You are actually limited to 10 titles as far as audiobooks and ebooks, a total of 10. However, magazines do not count in this particular limit. So you can borrow as many magazines as you would like. So at this point, I could either listen to the book right now in my browser, or they also give you a download option. Now, if you go back to my account right here, and you click on Loans, you will now see there is the book that we just borrowed, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn. Okay, now I'm going to go back to that search feature again. And I'm going to do an advanced search. And this time, I want to search for all ebooks by James Patterson. So I'm going to do an author search. Notice this time that I am saying I want all titles that are available. And I am going to just go with ebooks for the format. Clicking on search, and I want to point out in my search some things that did come up here. You'll notice that some of the books are not quite available yet. Okay, they are coming soon. Other books, there are wait lists for them, so you can place a hold on the book if you'd like. When you click place a hold, it's going to come up with a window asking for your email address. You will need to provide an email address because this is the way that you will be contacted when the book is available. Okay, I'd also like to, let's go back to the home page here. And the last thing that I'd like to point out to you are magazines that are available. There we go. I'm going to click on See All so we can see the list to choose from here. You'll notice that there are 1,584 choices here with magazines. And one of the really nice things about the magazines is they are always available to borrow right now. There's no waiting, no hold list for these particular magazines. So to choose a particular magazine, you would just simply click the Borrow button. And I'm going to select 7 days for my borrowing time. Here again, you'll notice that it does give you the date that the magazine is due, and it reminds you that magazines do not count toward your checkout limit. And then, of course, I can still borrow 8 more titles total with materials I already have checked out. The final thing I'd like to show you is just how to navigate an item that you have downloaded, or I guess I should say borrowed in your account. So we're going to go to the loans that you have. And I'm going to select the Quilter's Companion magazine to read now in my browser. So clicking on that button will open the magazine. And to turn the pages, one way I can do that is just simply click on the page. I can even go backwards by clicking on the page there on the left side. Or if I want to move very rapidly, there is an option here toward the bottom that will allow me to jump very quickly to a specific page of the magazine. When you're looking at the index for a magazine, if there is an article that you would like to read, it also allows you to click on that article and jump directly to the page where it starts. If there was something that you just can't quite read, you would like to make it a little larger, there is a zoom feature. See that here with the controls toward the bottom. So I can continue to zoom in as well as zoom out. There is also a search feature if I want to look for something in particular in this magazine or even in a book. I can type that in and try searching for it. So I hope today that you did find this video helpful in getting started using the Ohio Digital Library. I do want to remind you one more time that if for some reason your library card was never activated to use the Ohio Digital Library, you can certainly reach out to us, contact us either using the contact form on our website, or you can contact us on our Facebook page. But if you do let us know that you need one of those accounts, we will be happy to get that set up for you. Or you may even want to take advantage of the free library card at this time using your mobile phone if you do not have a library card with us at all. Hope you have a wonderful day.